Test 1, test 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WarriorNation.tv. We are here live at the Jungle Snow Canyon High School, where we're getting set to bring you the Snow Canyon girls basketball first region game of the season. They're hosting the Hurricane Tigers. We're excited to be here. My name's Ken Cundy. Along with me tonight, Coach Nate Staley.
Good to be here with you tonight, Kenny. This could be a fun atmosphere, a fun time tonight for these girls.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one right here. I don't think we could ask for a better region home opener for Snow Canyon. When you look at things statistically and kind of a breakdown on stuff, the Warriors have had a pretty good preseason. They are 6-4 coming into this game. One of those games, one of those 6-4 games, was their first region game played a little bit before Christmas, which they won. Hurricane also coming in 6-5 with a 1-0 record in region. And when you look at the RPI rankings that came out about 2 weeks ago, Snow Canyon is ranked number 5 in the RPI this year, and Hurricane right behind them at number 6. And in fact, it's about 0.004 of a percentage point that differentiates Snow Canyon and Hurricane. So tonight's game go a long way to help with that RPI seeding, region standings, all those good kind of things going on.
You know, and I think the RPI is a pretty good indicator of where these teams are right now. You look at them, they're very evenly matched. The quality of basketball that's taught at each program, the type, style, and things that they're going to do it's actually amazing that it's only 0.004 of a point away.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of that tightly matched stuff, let's give you some of the numbers on the players tonight. Both teams are extremely young. Lots of freshmen and sophomores just litter the rosters of the Warriors and the Tigers. But a couple of names to watch out for on Hurricane's side of the ball. You've got a senior, one of their only 2 on the roster, it looks like, but they're led by senior Morgan Stout, point guard, who averages just over 10 points a game so far this season. Shoots the 3 ball quite well at about 30%, 31% clip. She's had 23 pointers made on the season. And she's got a good kind of complement of players around her. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids who are averaging, somewhere between 4 to 6 points a game. So a pretty good, evened out roster with them, with Morgan Stout leading the way. On the Snow Canyon side of the ball, freshman Livy Hamlin absolutely leading the way for the Warriors. She averages about 19 points a game. Also leads the team in 3-pointers with 15 made on the season. And Livy has 4 or 5 kids around her as well that, average anywhere between 5 to 7 points a game. And so, as far as battles tonight, it's the battle of the point guards. Both schools leading, scorers, the point guard position, so it should be a fun thing to watch.
I think it's interesting, just looking at Morgan and the way she plays, her style of play with the number of 3-point attempts, the 2-point attempts, and the free throws is very complimentary. She's not just one-dimensional. Similar to Livy. Livy can take the ball off the dribble and get to the basket. She can back it out and shoot the 3-pointer. She's very, very comfortable at the free throw line. But you're right. I think this game tonight is going to be won by players that surround them. It's pretty easy to take a situation and try to take a player out of a game. But I think if they're complementary players come to play tonight, that'll be the team that'll end up winning.
Yeah, I think you got that right on the nose right there. And from the games that I've seen, and there's been a couple of games I've been able to attend for the girls this year, and the pressure that Snow Canyon puts on the ball has caused a lot of problems for the games that I've watched. And Livy and a few of those other freshmen and some of those complimentary juniors that the Warriors have, they pressure that basketball, and they're getting some easy layups, easy just kind of give me these 2 points kind of thing. And I think if their pressure can affect Hurricane tonight, then they've got a good chance maybe to pull this one out as well.
Yeah, especially if their post play. If their post defense is solid, then they can get out and extend a little bit, put the pressure on, keep their hands off, play with their feet, move their feet. They can put a lot of pressure on the basketball. Similarly with Hurricane, I think they're going to want to get out and put pressure on the basketball up the court and try to get Snow Canyon, who's a little bit younger, to try to get outside of themselves and make some mental mistakes.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one tonight, that's for sure. Watching some of the young talent here in Region 10 play some basketball as we get ready to start the second semester of school up. Well, they're getting ready for the national anthem here at the high school, so we're going to take a quick break, do a few commercials, and we'll be back as soon as the national anthem's over and hit the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Thanks again for being here. Warrior Nation TV.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Welcome back. National Anthem just got done being presented. Awesome to be able to honor those that serve our country, serve our communities, past and present. Great way to start athletic contests. Well, we're ready for the starting lineups, and visiting Hurricane Tigers first, you've got 0, Morgan Stout, the one Coach Daly and I were just talking about. Another guard for them, Adriana Gubler, number 2. She's a junior. Sophomore number 3, Maddie Slack, shooting guard for them. Number 22, Lindy Erickson, starting center for the Tigers. She is a senior, and then rounding them out, another sophomore, 6-foot sophomore, Addison Crandall, number 23. So a pretty balanced lineup right there, some old, some young. And now, here we go. Welcome to the jungle playing, and it's time to announce the starters for the Snow Canyon Warriors. So we talked about her earlier, number 23, Livy Hamlin, starting point guard, freshman for the Warriors. Looks like the twins are going to be starting on the wings today for the Warriors. You've got number 25, Jocelyn Olson, and number 32, Natalie Olson. Both juniors, both averaging around 7 points a game. Good compliments to Livy. And then Lainey Levitt, senior, going to be starting at that small power forward position in the post tonight. Fett Tapasa, 6-foot sophomore center. Teams look pretty evenly matched as far as heights and statistics, and we're ready to roll, Coach Staley.
You know, nothing like being in a high school gym before a high school basketball game to get your juices flowing. And this is great. This is great for the girls. This is great for the schools. Great for sports in general.
Yeah, high school games are absolutely where it's at, and we're so honored and privileged to be able to be a part of it here at Warrior Nation TV. Hope you enjoy the broadcast tonight. We are ready for tip-off.
Like I say, I think players to watch tonight, Natalie Olson and Levitt, I think for Snow Canyon, I think if they can get something going to complement Livy Hamlin. And then on the other side, I think number 3, Maddie Slack, you've got to watch out for her shots. If they're falling, it could be some trouble for the Warriors.
Should be a good one. Refs are set to throw the ball up, and here we go. We are underway here. The Jungle Snow Canyon High School. Warriors control the tip-off. Livy Hamlin to set up the offense right now out front. Passes right to Jossie, over to Natalie. Natalie find Liv Hamlin off the side, misses the layup. Tigers with the rebound.
It was a good aggressive move to the basket. I think if the post slides in a little bit more, we can maybe dump that down. Might get a layup out of that one as well.
Up top, Stout for the Tigers getting a ball screen set. She's going to take a 3 in and out of that rim. Tigers with the offensive rebound. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. It'll remain in the Tigers' possession. It's Lindy Erickson working the offensive glass for the Tigers. Ball put into play. Erickson with the shot. It falls short. Gets her own rebound, and it's good. Tigers with their first 2 of the game.
Got to remember to box off on those situations. That shooter knows whether it's going or not. Follow the shot well.
Hamlin attacking the basket right there over here off the right wing. Foul is called against Adriana Gubler. That'll be her first, team's first. Warriors to inbound. Hamlin off of a couple of screens, ends up with a little double dribble over there. Wasn't quite sure where to go with it. Turnover for the Warriors. Hurricane basketball.
Hurricanes come out in a man-to-man defense. The earlier 2 games, they played a lot of zone, so I don't know if that's messed us up a little bit or not.
Ooh, traveling violation called against the Tigers right there. There's some of that pressure I was talking about. Warriors tend to put some good pressure on the ball in the front court and force the first turnover for the Tigers tonight. Warriors, Hamlin setting the table off to Olsen. Olsen eyes a 3, passes to her sister Joss. Joss called for a travel. Warriors turn it right back over. Tiger basketball.
A little bit of nerves going down.
Yeah, and it's been, maybe a day or 2 only since they've come back from moratorium, and so there's probably a little rust on the legs and a little rust in the execution. Warriors putting some pressure on. Tigers do a good job to beat the pressure. Erickson down low. On Tapasa, blocked by Olsen. Warriors doing a good job walling up in the paint right there, but the Tigers are getting offensive rebounds every possession they've had so far. Ball's thrown up high. Tigers.
We're getting pretty good position on the defensive rebound. We just got to force it out a little bit more so that the ring's a little wider.
Yeah, I agree. And the height of the Tiger centers, Erickson and Crandall, causing some problems. Olsen's first 3 off of the mark. Tigers on the run. Kick out to the corner. 3-pointer no good. There's another offensive rebound of Fet Tapasa. Going to pick up her first foul of the night, and that's number 23, Addison Crandall. Coach Roden for the Warriors going to call an early timeout, talk just a little bit, probably about the rebounding.
I think so. I think what's happening right now is we're getting caught ball watching. And so we've got to know where our players are at. We've got to get. On their shots. That's what a coach wants you to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And their height's going to give the Warriors a little bit of trouble if they can't, like you said, figure out a way. They're athletic enough. They can body up, create some space. And they'll be able to do that, but they've got to stay, maintain focus on their player when that ball goes up and not ball watch as much. So Addison Crandall will be at the line for the Tigers, shooting 2. First attempt is short.
There's a lot of points that can be gained at the free throw line, especially in the girls' basketball game. Good free throw shooting teams can get a 5 or 6 point advantage if they'll make them.
Second one is up and it's in. Hurricane 5, Snow Canyon 0 early here in the first quarter. Tigers putting a little pressure on the Warriors as well. Ball to the middle to Laney Levitt, attacks the basket, knocked out of bounds from behind. Warriors maintain possession. Inbound swung around the top. Hamlin off of some screens on the back, shoots a 3, nothing but net. 3-pointer.
What really got her that shot was her aggressiveness around the curl on that. She did a really good job. Here we go on a steal on the backside.
Good offensive rebound that time by the Warriors. Laney Levitt there to put that in, and just like that, Warriors tie the game up at 5. Warrior pressure causing problems for the Tigers. There's another turnover.
It's interesting. The old adage, defense turns to offense, but sometimes good offense will turn you into a good defense because then you can get your defensive set up, and we're good in the backcourt.
Yeah, it's true, and those 2 baskets allowed us to set up that press, and I think, Coach, you and I were talking about this off air a little bit before. The Warriors just seem to have a knack for basketball and understand a little bit, and having an understanding when you're a pressing team, really helpful. Jossie Olsen up with that 3-pointer no good. Warriors working the glass right now. Laney Levitt with her second basket, both off of offensive rebounds. That's going to force Tigers coach Pepper Reddish to call her first timeout of the quarter, of the half. It's a 30-second. She's going to want to talk, I think, a little bit about the pressure that the Warriors are putting on them. And just like that, Coach, Warriors 7-5.
You blink of an eye. And again, Coach Roden called a really good timeout. I think he called them over and says, look, we haven't played like we wanted to early. They've done a couple things different to us. Let's do ours. Let's do us. Let's do what we do well. We got a bucket off of an inbounds play. We set the press up, got an easy layup there, a second point put back on the Laney Levitt, and now they're rolling. I think Hurricane, Pepper does a good job coaching here. She's going to get them settled down and say, look, let's be us now. And let's do what we do and not panic. We're only down 2 points. It's only a little mini run for the Warriors.
Some good action here to start the game. Tigers inbound the ball into their own basket. Warriors in a 2-2-1 full court press. Scramble for the ball. Warriors just about with another takeaway. Warriors fall back into a 2-3 zone look right now. Tigers moving the ball around the perimeter. Erickson up and under. No good. Olsen with the rebound. Outlet to Liv Hamlin, and the Warriors are on the run. Hamlin's going to attack the basket. Nice move from Livy Hamlin, and that's 2 points right there.
She does a great job of dipping to the middle and coming back out. Not necessarily a Euro step on that one, but something similar to bait them into that so she can get the layup up.
And one of the things that we talk about a lot with the point guards and guards who play with us in the boys program is just that change of pace. And Livy has a good change of pace right there. Quick down that racetrack lane, and then some, stutter step adjustment, explodes to the basket, gets the 2. Stout off of the side.
We got to stay on
shot
our
up
feet,
and
stay
good.
on the ground right there. I think we just put a hand up and contest, we're going to be okay. If we start to leave our feet, they're going to drive right past like they did on that one. Good shot.
Adrian Gubler with her first bucket of the night. It's 2 points, narrow Warrior lead to 2. Warriors moving the ball around the perimeter. Liv Hamlin being defended by Gubler. Laney Levitt for 3, just off of the mark. Tigers come away with the rebound. Pushing the action once again up that sideline. Moving the ball around. Crandall off of the elbow into the paint. No good. Battle for the rebound won by Natalie Olsen.
Good job of composing yourself right there. Didn't have a fast break. Get the ball into the hands of your point guard and let's set something up.
Tigers still in man-to-man defense. Liv Hamlin up top looking to set the play here. High screen by Tapasa, kicked over to Olsen. Olsen dancing with the ball. Laney Levitt on the drive, finds some space. No good, it's blocked. Rebounded by Tapasa and put back in. Erickson did a good job for the Tigers recovering to get that block, but Fett in the right spot. Offensive rebound and 2 more for the Warriors. Warriors maintain their zone look here. Tigers move it around. That's Gubler shooting the 3. Olsen, good box out that time. Able to corral the rebound. Getting pressured, so she decides to go and ends up having it poked away from behind. Tigers on the move. Kick out. 3-point shot up. Goes a little bit long. That's off Erickson's hands and out of bounds. Warrior basketball. That was Maddie Slack attempting that 3-pointer.
Natalie did a really good job on that. But once she gets into no man's land, so to say, she's got to recognize, hey, I got to get it. And that's not necessarily her fault. That might be the guards need to go back and get the basketball for us.
Yep.
Bunch of subs in here for a minute.
Warriors bringing a couple of freshmen off the bench. Joey Jensen, Hamlin with another deuce, and Kelly Howard checking in for the Warriors. Lot of pressure put up top by the Warriors. Jensen and Hamlin got her trapped in the corner, able to escape out of that. They find Crandall, good contest right there. Good position underneath, rebound Warriors. Kelly Howard doing a good job letting that rebound get to Olsen. Kicks it over to Joey. Joey over to Kelly. Kelly Howard's first attempt tonight, just off. 3-pointer no good. Rebound by Crandall. Fouled by number 14. That's Sophie Jaster, a junior who's also checked in for the Warriors.
We didn't convert on that end, but what's really happened down here on the other end is Snow Canyon starting to rebound the basketball a little bit better and then get out and go. Hurricane staying composed though right here. I think they've got the pressure.
Trap coming from behind. Yep. Hurricane doing a good job right now, beating the trap, and there it is. Oh, just misses that layup. Tigers chase it down, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Warrior ball.
That's a tough one. That's it's a chippy that you kind of got to have in that situation. She's beating herself up a little bit. But she'll make it the next time. That was a good pressure ball reversal by the Tigers to break that press.
Yeah, if you want to beat a team that presses, you want to go get layups on them as much as you can, and they did a great job getting to that basket. Everything but the finish for the Tigers. Warriors with possession, moving the ball over on the left side, swinging it around the perimeter. Liv Hamlin up top, being defended by Gubler. Gubler doing a nice job on Hamlin. Olsen, a little step back. Her first 3 of the night, no good. Looks like the Warriors get an offensive foul called against a push on Soph Jaster. That's her second. She's picked up 2 quick ones. That's going to bring Tapasa off of the bench quickly for Roden, maybe a little quicker than he wanted.
You know, she's actually really in pretty good position. She just extended her hands right there. Just reach out the other way and get that.
Tigers beat the Warrior pressure once again. Gubler up top. Mary Jane Erickson's checked in for the Tigers, playing in that post position. Checked in for Lindy Erickson. Possible those two could be sisters. Not sure. One's a junior, one's a sophomore.
13-7 lead right now for the Warriors. 2 free throws on the way.
Joey Jensen picks up her first foul on Morgan Stout, and Morgan makes her first free throw. That's her first point of the evening. Warriors have done a pretty good job limiting her looks at the basket so far. Second free throw up and good. Morgan, an 80% free throw shooter on the season so far, makes them both. Narrows that lead to 4 for the Warriors. Hamlin walks the ball up. Little between the legs, finds Laney on the wing. Laney's getting to the basket. Walled up right there by Erickson. Rebound, Tigers, pushing it up under the press. Jensen with a little reach-in foul. Looks like she's going to pick up her second foul. So the Warrior substitutes coming in and playing some aggressive, hard defense, just picking up some fouls early. It's going to bring Natalie back in off of the bench, probably a little sooner than Roden would like.
That's 2 on it. Again, that's good defense other than just don't slap at the hands.
Yes.
Perkins doing a good job of chinning the ball and being strong with it.
Tigers inbound play, running a little screen underneath. Just get Morgan open. Morgan to the basket. No good. Ball off of Erickson. Check back into the game for the Tigers. Lindy, Warrior ball.
That was a good attack by Morgan. They did a good job. And defense was great. Put the hand straight up in the air and didn't try to get underneath it.
Hamlin on the bounce. Tigers in what looks to be a little matchup zone, maybe man-to-man. No, it's man-to-man. Little bottom screen right there. Natalie Olson. Nice little pick by Tapasa to get Olson open, and Olson gets her first 2 of the night.
Really good recognition in that situation to enter the post, and a good finish, strong.
Liv Hamlin doing a good job on Morgan right now. Defensively, Warriors been man-to-man defense out of that zone right now. Putting some pressure on the basketball. Good defensive pressure. Ball's passed inside. Tapasa maintains the wall. Olsen with the rebound. Warriors off and running. Hamlin able to corral the pass. Has it stolen. And then steals it right back. There's the quickness of a freshman who's not going to give up on the play.
She's not afraid. You make a mistake, just come back and fix it.
At the buzzer, Hamlin for 2. Coach Roden yelling at her to get moving with that clock running out. And as the quarter come to an end, Snow Canyon Warriors dump 17 in the quarter. And they're up 17-9 on the Hurricane Tigers. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on Warrior Nation TV.
Family, smile forward. This is Dr. Brandon Burke from Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics. We are humbled and honored to have been nominated for the Best of Southern Utah category for orthodontists. We thank you for the privilege it has been to provide Southern Utah with the best possible orthodontic care for over 10 years now. Our mission is to help everybody we come in contact with become the best version of themselves, and the smile is an important part of that process. This is what it means to smile forward. So it is with sincere humility that I say it would mean the world to us if you would take a few seconds and use the link below to vote Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics as the best orthodontist in Southern Utah. Thank you, and smile forward with Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics.
Welcome back. Quarter break is over. Teams back out on the floor. There was one tie-up in that quarter, so Warriors will have the ball.
You know, interesting, you come out of that break, you look up at the scoreboard, we're up 17-9. Natalie Olsen's only got 2 points, but I think she's got 6 or 8 rebounds, and I hope that she recognizes that's a quality that will really make this Warrior basketball team good.
Yeah, points aren't the only statistic that make and break games. Rebounding, some of those non-statistics that don't even get into the book, like defensive pressure, really important. Warriors moving the ball around. Laney wide open up top, puts up a 3. They're going to call it a 3. Yes, they are. We weren't quite sure. Hands didn't go up early, but that's a 3-pointer.
That ball moved
Lady
around 4 or
Levitt.
5 times. I think the ball moving around got her that open shot where she could just confidently stroke it.
Morgan Stout, nice dish across the way right there. Bucket is no good. That looks like Crandall right there. Good penetration by Stout that time, able to do that little flip pass to the backside there. Great look.
They haven't been able to get Morgan going yet, but I think if they'll continue to penetrate, kick the ball out, hit a shot or two, they're not out of this thing.
They're not by any long shot. And they've had some really good looks at the basket and just unlucky to not make a few of those layups. Putting some pressure on the Warriors. Warriors do a good job handling the pressure with their young kids. Joey Jensen for 2. Jensen, who came in at the quarter to give Liv Hamlin a quick breather, gets her first bucket of the night. And here comes Stout. Stout over to Slack. Slack finds it inside. Tapasa with some good defense on Erickson. Tigers look a little tired. Warriors out running. Jocelyn Olsen attacking the basket. Tapasa with an offensive rebound. No good. And Erickson comes away with the rebound. Lindy finding Stout over here. Stout off of a screen. Joey Jensen defending her. Stout with a little running floater in there. Erickson with the offensive rebound, and she's fouled by Natalie Olsen.
And again, I think Natalie found herself in a situation where she just misplayed the ball, come off a carom a little bit different, but she got her hand down below. If she just stays straight up, I don't know if they're going to call that foul in that situation. You know, Hurricane right here, they've got to find a way through a screen or some sort of a set play to get Morgan a basket or a dish or a drive and a dish to Slack.
Just more offensively involved for that leader of theirs, yeah.
Move the ball. Don't let it stick. Create more opportunities for everyone, and she'll get hers.
Erickson's first free throw attempt, no good. Second one on the way. Rattles around the rim, and Joey Jensen comes away with the rebound, has it stripped away. Kicked out to the Tigers. Lainey Levitt comes in and says, no, thank you, we're going to take that one. Big rebound from Levitt, who gets fouled.
That's 3 on the Tigers. It's 7 fouls on the Warriors, but 3 on the Tigers right here.
That's Erickson's second foul, and that's a big one for the Tigers. Erickson's been doing some work on the offensive glass for them, and is their leading scorer right now, and she's going to have to go to the bench. Coach bringing in Chloe Wright, freshman, number 24, as a substitute. Warriors with a 22-9 lead. We've got about 6.5 left here in the half. Scramble for the ball down under the basket. Held ball called. It's going to be over to the Tigers.
You know, Snow Candy just got a little hurried up in that situation, but they're breaking the press well to the side, back to the middle, and then across. I think they're doing a good job strategically. It's got to slow down. They're going to find themselves open.
Yeah, I think Coach Roden right now very pleased with his bench. He had his leading scorer out there for about 2 minutes to start the quarter here, and they were able to extend the lead. And when your substitutes can do stuff like that, good things can happen. Good block shot right there from Levitt, who contests the 3. And the ball bounces off of a Tiger. Looked like that one might have gone off of Maddie Slack out of bounds. It's the Warriors basketball.
Well, that's actually a pretty good shot. Pretty good shot in that situation. Just got a long arm up there touching it. Out of bounds. No, it looks like there might be a foul called on the play. Looks like we got a reach on number 34. Looks like they're going to go to the free throw line. Number 23, Addison Crandall, will be shooting free throws. 1-on-1 situation. 8 fouls on the Warriors. Situation where the Warriors got it. This is a spot where the Tigers can score without the clock moving. We've got to be careful not to put them at the free throw line. But on the other hand, the Tigers have got to realize that if they want to get scoring, they've got to get to the free throw line, so they've got to attack a little bit more and be a little bit more aggressive in that sense as well.
Crandall getting ready to shoot her second free throw. This is the 8th attempted free throw for the Tigers so far in this game. The Warriors have had no free throw attempts. So like you were saying, Coach, the Tigers, can do some damage by continuing to get to the free throw line. Warriors already have the Tigers into the bonus with 18 fouls. Hamlin to Olsen. Olsen swings it over to Andrews, who just checked into the game. Andrews inside to Joss. Swung back around to Natalie. Natalie being defended by Stout, takes her inside, up and under, no good. Rebound, Tigers. Abigail Stout trying to make a pass, gets it blocked by Liv Hamlin. Hamlin putting some pressure on inside. Layup's no good. Morgan with a little pressure on that.
You know, that was really good defense by a senior down on the other end. She gave away, so she didn't get the contact that Livy was trying to create, which she wanted to create to get a foul, but Morgan backed away and did a really good job defensively in that situation.
Stout for three. That's Abigail Stout with her first basket of the night.
That's what they needed to do. Looked a little penetration kick, feeder set, ball coming from inside out. It's a great three-point opportunity.
Natalie Olson to respond, and she does. Natalie Olson with her first three-pointer of the night. Her fifth point.
Just stepped right into that one, too.
Just stepped into it. Warriors maintain the 11-point lead. It's 25-14. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the half. Tigers swinging the ball around. Good ball fakes. Addison Crandall going to go back to the line right now. Number 33, Lainey Levitt. Picks up her first foul of the night. That's the Warriors' 9th foul. Crandall will be shooting her 5th and 6th free throw of the evening.
You know, the board shows Lainey with 2 fouls right there, so hopefully we're not wrong with that one. But again, the clock is stopped. They're getting to the free throw line. They're whittling down a 12-point lead. They're down to 10. Make a free throw here. They're down 9. Set up some pressure. Good things could happen for Hurricane in this situation. Snow Candy's got to be a little bit more poised.
Second one's a little bit short. Roden giving the call from the sideline. Warriors pushing the ball into the front court now. Jocelyn Olson against Maddie Slack, out to Lainey Levitt. Lainey Levitt drives baseline, gets a little bit too deep, turns the ball over. Slack pushing the pressure, pushing the pace for the Tigers. Gubler across to Slack. Slack in. Good battle right there. Jocelyn Olson with a big rebound for the Warriors. Natalie to Hamlin. Hamlin at the top of the key. Swings it over to Jocelyn. Curl action right there. Wide open layup. Lainey Levitt and one.
So if you're watching from home, this is a great example of being selfless in the situation. Livy Hamlin, if you'll notice, number 2, Adriana Gubler is face guarding her. So as she goes away to make a move, she's taken 2 players with her, and not with the intention of really getting the basketball, but with the intention of getting another shot off the curl. And Lainey played it well, got the curl, got to the basket, and got fouled. So, you know, a good unselfish basketball in that situation. Good defense by Hurricane. They just got to recognize that Snow Candy's got other players that can score too.
Lainey Levitt completes the three-pointer the old-fashioned way, and the Warriors are back up 13. It's 28-15. We're at 4-minute mark, halfway through the second quarter. Stout brings the ball up, gets a screen up high, dishes out to Stout. Stout with a little sidestep move, misses, gets her own rebound, dishes to Morgan. Morgan weaving in and out. Good dish inside from Stout. Just off. Lainey Levitt there to clear the glass. You know, the Tigers are putting a lot of pressure on those on those rebounds that the Warriors get. They've got to make sure that, like you say, they maintain some poise and control. Once they clear that pressure, though, they've got some numbers if they want to take advantage of that.
I'm sure it's conscientious strategy by Coach Roden, but if you'll notice, we're running them off the line. So when the girls are out there, we're running at them, pushing them off the line, forcing them back into the middle, and they're not hitting shots in that situation, so it's a successful defensive trip, if you will.
Another curl play right there, same look. Ball's moving around. Kelly Howard, who just checked in, up for 3, gets her own rebound. She's at the rim. Oh, it's just short. Chloe Wright with the rebound for the Tigers.
You know, she's come in, number 24, Wright. She's come in as a substitute, as a younger player. She's done a good job being poised and being strong and physical.
She has. She's grabbed a couple of boards for the Tigers and doing some good things. Little bounce pass post entry right there to Crandall. It's like they're going to tag Sophie Jaster with her 3rd foul of the evening.
You know, sometimes you just get caught in that situation. She got too early, so she wants to come in and play hard, play well, and just get in an awkward situation like that and a foul's called. The officials must be looking for that tonight. Not necessarily on her, but in those situations.
For sure. Double bonus now for the Tigers. Crandall shooting her 7th and 8th free throws of the game. Misses the 7th, 8th on the way. Jaster back to the bench with 3 fouls. That'll hurt the substitution patterns of Roden for the next little bit. See if the Warriors can finish the half out strong. And there's Wright getting a big rebound for the Tigers on the miss free throw. Tigers penetrating, looking for some space. Warriors doing a good job defensively, and Stout travels. Good ball pressure from the Warriors right there.
You know, you don't always see that, too. One of your better players, if you will, defending the other better player. Some people get concerned it might take energy from you, but, hey, go play basketball.
Liv Hamlin beats her defender, gets to the rack, misses, but gets her own rebound. Natalie Olson traveling right there.
I think
had the open shot if she just would have pulled the trigger.
Yeah, that's probably just a case of overthink a little bit.
Yeah. Some good work right there from Abigail Stout, sophomore substitution for the Tigers. Back in for the Tigers is number 2, Adriana Gubler. They're moving it into the front court. Cross pass to Crandall, no good. Andrews with the steal. Ball's in Hamlin's hands, and she's going to slow it down here for the Warriors. Warriors with a 13-point lead. They're in the offense. Kelly Howard picks up a screen from Andrews. Warriors running a little bit of a weave. Laney Levitt to the basket, and that's good. Laney having a great half of basketball right now.
You know, again, taking what it's given you. They're putting some focus and attention on other players, and Laney's just stepped up and accepted the challenge.
She has indeed. She has 12 points this half, and there's another big rebound for her. Finds Hamlin on the outlet. Hamlin pushing the pace, gets through, and she's to the basket with ease. Liv Hamlin with a deuce.
Roden's right here with about 1:50 to go. He wants to put a little bit more on the clock, more on the score.
Yeah, Warriors up 17 right now. It's a 32-15 lead. Tigers moving the ball around the perimeter, find it inside. Good post wall defense right there. Kez Andrews with a great rebound. Finds Kelly Howard up in the front court. Howard sneaks it over the basket and one.
You know, that's a phenomenal move, and she under control. She recognized what the defense was going to give her. Reverse pivot with the left-handed layup up over the basket with the foul. Now she's got an and one situation.
So impressed with the freshman group that the Warriors have right now and how well they understand and you know, the skill that they bring to the team this year, and they're doing a great job. Kelly with her first bucket right there, going for the three-pointer the old-fashioned way here.
And it wasn't bad defense. The girl beat her to her spot, but Kelly just made a move to get around it.
Free throw is no good, but guess who? Coach Laney Levitt there for an offensive rebound, gets fouled, and that's going to put her to the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
You know, he coached a lot of years in the league, and I know you're still coaching it. You always seem to find another player that maybe gets overlooked in a situation or not game planned for. And, you know, Laney's risen to the challenge today. Who knows who it's going to be the second half, but good for Laney.
Yeah, she's one of those players that's just not talked about a lot for the Warriors, but goes and does a lot of the dirty things that are required to win. You know, you've got great score like Livy. You've got great leadership from the Olsen twins, you know, and those are kids that are expected to do stuff. And when a Laney Levitt can step in and do dirty work and get the points and things to go along with it, nothing but success. Awesome. Timeout taken, full timeout taken by the Tigers right now, and we'll take one as well. We'll be back. We're back. Tigers set to inbound the basketball. We've got 1:24 remaining. Warriors with a 20-point lead. Still putting some pressure on them in the full court. Man-to-man this time. Ooh, Joey Jensen reaching in and picking up a foul with 2. That's a pretty precarious thing to be doing. That's just young right there.
Yeah, I think that's just recognizing time and score. I'm sure Coach Roden will have a visit with her and just say, hey, look, we're up 20 points. We just got to keep her in front. Worst thing we could do is let them go to the free throw line and get some points while the clock stopped. I was actually really impressed with Coach Reddish at that timeout. She called the timeout knowing she's down 20, but she calmly talked to her kids and says, look, let's just chip away, chip away, chip away. We're not. It's a battle. Region 10, I guess, is a battle. It's a long season. Let's improve upon where we're at right now, and they did.
Morgan Stout with her 4th free throw of the game. She's 100% from the free throw line, and that's her only points tonight so far, the 4 that she's gotten from the charity stripe. Warriors have done a good job to contain the leading scorer, but when you get a rhythm at the free throw line, be careful. Warriors a little bit out of sync right now.
You know, it was 20 points. I think the goal for Coach Reddish and the Tigers would be to cut it to 15. Maybe.
Yes.
If they can get it to 15, then you can maybe do something in the second half. So be interesting with 1:03 to go.
Tigers with the steal, turnover from the Warriors inbound. There's a traveling call, switch the pivot feet right there. Mary Jane Erickson. Turnover gives the ball back to the Warriors. We are under a minute to go here in the first half of action. Endelyn Jensen making her first appearance for the Warriors. Natalie Olson brings the ball up under some pressure. Flips it to Keza Andrews, and it's a turnover. Warriors right now struggling to find out someone that can set the table for them offensively. Stout launches a 3. It's just short, but that's rebounded by the Tigers. Andrews battling in there for the rebound. It'll be a held ball. Possession to the Warriors. Good rebounding efforts from both teams right there. And again, the Tigers have a chippy right there at the basket. Chloe Wright just off on those layup. Warriors beat the pressure right now. Keza Andrews all by herself underneath, misses the layup. And Wright comes away with the rebound. Yeah. Those are the scary ones, right, Coach? We hear that open.
Uh-oh, we got a shot in the 3. Nope. Good
there
defense.
You go, running them off the line like you were talking about. Gubler launches a 3, no good. Rebound right there from the Warriors. Keza Andrews, Olsen to Laney. 6 seconds remain here. Laney pushing the action. She just plows a Tiger girl, no call. And that's going to put us at halftime right there, where the Warriors have a 35-17 lead over the Tigers. We will take a break right here at half, give some of our sponsors an opportunity to do their thing, and then we'll be back to recap the first half and set the table for what's going to happen here in the jungle. Snow Canyon High School, second half. Warriors 35, Tigers 17.
This is Dr. Burke with Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics. Inside each of us is a desire to be our best self, but sometimes we need a little push. We need that voice telling us to keep going. We need that encouragement and that assurance that we're moving forward and improving. This could not be more true than when it comes to our appearance and our smile. So much of our confidence is based on the way we're perceived by others. With a great smile comes a significant boost in self-esteem and self-worth. At Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics, our mission is to encourage you and help you take an active role in improving your life. We want to build you up, grow your confidence, and help you move forward. Live your best life. Be the best you. Visit our website today, burkeandbeckstromortho.com, to see how you can smile forward with Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics.
clouds in the sky seem less noticeable than the cloud connected to your phone. Data is quickly becoming the new currency in our society, and all the information you or your business can hold is priceless. So why not store it, secure it, and protect it? That's where we come in. Our job is to assist you in ways that help you to facilitate your business. Tonic Data Center redefines the meaning of data protection. Located in the disaster-safe zone of St. George, Utah, we have created a faster, friendlier, and more secure way to connect to you.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
They call you really big, Carl? Must be those triple-sauced meat heaps. How about you cloak me in cheese? Drape me in a three-piece patty suit like a beef tycoon.
The really big Carl is back. Feed your happy.
The new Detroit style from Pizza Hut. A golden crust with crispy, cheesy edges. That's 50% more cheese baked all the way to the edge. Okay, I'm hungry. Try the new Detroit style today. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey, welcome back as we recap the first half of action here from Warrior Nation, Snow Canyon High School inside the jungle. Warriors with a 35-17 lead over the Tigers. Tigers jumped out early in this game to a 5-0 lead over the Snow Canyon Warriors, and then the Snow Canyon Warriors decided, you know what, we're going to just put some pressure on them. They put a little bit of full court pressure after that first made basket. Haven't looked back since. Rattled off 7 quick ones, took the lead, and have been extending ever since. The story of the game, though, right now, Liv Hamlin doing her job as the Warrior leader. She has it, doing some work for the Warriors right now. Leads the team with 13 points, has a 3-pointer. She's 2 for 3 from the foul line, 4 buckets, and just a handful of rebounds, both on the offensive and defensive end. Really keeping the Warriors, ahead and in control of this game.
And again, coming into the game, Laney's a little bit overlooked probably by other teams. She hasn't been putting up a ton of points, but she's got every one of the girls on Snow Canyon's team has the ability to put up some points. I think Coach Roden did a really good job of calling a timeout early, settling them down. Now on the Hurricane side, I'm certain of Coach Reddish. She's been around. She's a great coach. It's a great program, but she needs. I believe what she told them at halftime was, we got to cut this thing to 10 at the quarter. If we can cut it to 10 at the quarter, and then we cut it to 5 with about 4 minutes to go, we can win because of the momentum will be in our favor. There's no 18-point shots in basketball, so that would be what I think that Coach Reddish and the Hurricane Tigers are going to do coming out. Just kind of chip away.
And the Tigers' offense has been pretty good. They've had some great looks at the basket, just haven't made some layups, and most of their points are coming from the free throw line right now, which could prove big towards the end of this game if they can find a way to score some buckets. Tigers with the ball to start the second half of action here, moving things in the front court. Entry pass tipped out of bounds by Fet Tapasa.
Defended well. They were trying to get Morgan the ball on a roll all the way back to the top of the screen, top of the key down through, and Fet just stayed home.
Yeah, we didn't have a chance to talk much about this, but nice entry pass right there. Good box out from the Warriors. Warriors in the front court. Liv Hamlin to the basket, no good. Lainey Levitt battling for the board, gets on the floor. Rebound snarled up by the Tigers. Stout pushing things forward. She finds Erickson on the side. Erickson with a bucket.
Abigail did a really good job of keeping her head up, recognizing I can get the bucket, but when that was taken away, she made a great pass. Good possession for the Tigers.
Tigers in man-to-man defense. Warriors set their offense, moving the ball. The little curl screen right there. Hamlin at the top of the key. Cross screen in the paint. Natalie Olsen on the block. Left-hand shot, no good. Tigers with the rebound. Here comes Stout in the front court. Pushes, dishes, swung around. 3-pointer up, no good. Liv Hamlin with the rebound. Abigail Stout attempting that one for the Tigers.
I think she just recognizes she is about a foot or two further out than she thought she would be at that point.
Liv Hamlin bouncing up top, finds a wide open Nat on a pick and pop. It's good. 3-pointer for Natalie Olsen.
Great job again offensively. Using the screen, 2 defenders go, kick it back to the pop.
Fet Tapasa there to meet Crandall on the drive. Going to pick up a foul. That's going to be her second, I believe, of the game.
She was just a step late. I thought she did a good job of staying high in her position with her hands, but she just got there a step late.
That would be her third of the game, so the Warriors starting to accumulate some fouls for individual players. It's first trip to the free throw line in the second half for the Tigers, and Crandall misses the front end. Kaisa Andrews checking in for Tapasa, who's picked up her third foul. Kaisa did a good job off the bench for him in that first half.
2 of the Warrior bigs with foul trouble right now with Sophie Jaster and Fet Tapasa.
Yeah, that height advantage could be big here if the Tigers can continue to work the offensive glass and make a few of those putbacks. Crandall's second free throw up and good. Joss Olsen for the Warriors fires a deep 2 that's just off. Stout pushing into the front court for the Tigers. Swings across to Gubler. Gubler steps into a 3-pointer. It's good. Adriana Gubler with a 3-pointer for the Tigers.
38-23, just like that. It's 15 with 2 shots.
Warriors patiently running their offense, swinging it around. Olsen on Stout, takes her inside. Hamlin with a quick first step to the basket. Able to use the glass and gets her first bucket of the second half. She has got a quick first step, Coach.
She got right past her with that right foot, created some space and went to the basket. It was a good ball movement all around in that situation.
Screen set for Gubler, who banks in her three. That's 2 threes in a row, and Gubler catching a little bit of fire for the Tigers.
You know, one of the difficulties of coming out with a 20-point lead is how much time do you take off the clock? How do you manage the ball movement, things of that nature? That's what Coach Roden's going to have to work with them right here in the second half.
Jocelyn Olsen misses her three right there. Lainey Levitt quick to the action there with her hands, gets a steal, finds Liv Hamlin, step back two, no good. Lainey's going to get called for over the back, and that's going to put her in a little bit of foul trouble, Coach. That's her third foul. So the Warriors, just like that, have 4 of their main players in foul trouble right now with 3 fouls apiece. And Coach Roden is going to call a timeout here early in the third quarter again. It's going to be a full. So we're going to take a timeout with this full as well for about 30 seconds, and we'll be back.
This is Dr. Brandon Burke from Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics. We are humbled and honored to have been nominated for the Best of Southern Utah category for orthodontists. We thank you for the privilege it has been to provide Southern Utah with the best possible orthodontic care for over 10 years now. Our mission is to help everybody we come in contact with become the best version of themselves, and the smile is an important part of that process. This is what it means to smile forward. So it is with sincere humility that I say it would mean the world to us if you would take a few seconds and use the link below to vote Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics as the best orthodontist in Southern Utah. Thank you, and smile forward with Burke and Beckstrom Orthodontics.
We're back. Warrior Nation TV. Tigers have caught fire this half just a little bit. Adrian Gubler has 2 3-pointers and is cut into the Warrior lead. Warriors now have a 14-point lead over the Tigers. Tigers are ready to inbound the basketball. Coach Roden with that timeout trying to settle his kids down, get him to not maybe foul as much as they are. He's going to leave Lainey Levitt into the game with her 3 fouls. We'll see how that plays out here in the next few minutes. Gubler off of a couple screens up top, fires another 3. It's no good. Kaiser Andrews almost with the board. Loose ball picked up by Hamlin. That explosiveness into the front court, just off on the layup right there.
Again, I thought a pretty good defensive job to avoid contact in that situation.
Kick out 3 for the Tigers, no good. Battle for the rebound right there. Undersized Warriors doing a pretty good job battling for the board. It goes out of bounds off of them. It'll be Tiger basketball underneath the basket. Morgan Stout, the leading scorer for the Tigers this season so far, yet to have her first field goal of the game. All her points coming from the free throw line in the first half. Good move right there by Stout. Layup no good. Rebounded by Wright.
There's Lainey Levitt again.
Reaching in with those 3 fouls, a little dangerous, but able to get that tie up. Jump ball possession to the Warriors.
I think this is a critical possession. They got to get a bucket. Got to get something out of their
See what
offense.
kind of a set Coach Roden can come up with here. Warriors setting it up. Swung over to Kaiser. Kaiser to Olsen. Olsen finds Lainey Levitt on that great curl play of theirs. They've got that curl screen coming in really, really well off of the backside. Tigers have a hard time defending that today.
You know, the difficulty they run into is they're chasing around the screen. I don't think Lainey's going to try to kick it back out to the 3-point line. She's going to curl right to the basket. So take it away and split the middle and with gap defense, get to that block where she's going to be, and then force her to stop and kick it back out.
Yeah, every time the Warriors have run that play, we've seen them just curl right into the basket, and not a lot of kids popping off of that one right there. And the Warriors have done a good job finding it, so we're not sure what the secondary option is off of that just yet.
This is true.
Lainey makes both her free throws. 41-26, halfway through the third quarter of action here. Tigers pressing the action into the front court. Another tie-up jump ball. This time it'll go to the Tigers. Abigail Stout, good job breaking that press.
Yeah,
Pass just a little low.
I think she got a little bit, penetrated a little bit too far. She probably jump stop at the Warrior heads, probably were.
Yeah, it's super critical for guards trying to get off 2 feet in the paint to make good things happen. Good entry pass right there. A lot of steps, and it's going to be called a travel. Lindy Erickson, good move right there. Just a couple extra steps that you can't do without bouncing that basketball.
You know, it was a good job going to her left, and then it just crossed back over maybe with the power dribble and come up with a classic Mike 11. Huh?
There you go. Warriors bringing the ball up in the front court, and there's a double dribble from Liv Hamlin. Kind of lost the ball going around the back, picked it up, dribbled it again. Turnover Warriors. Tiger basketball. Morgan Stout in the front court being defended by Liv Hamlin. I think Liv Hamlin's done a really good job on Morgan tonight. Making her a little uncomfortable, making things difficult. Ball tipped around. Joey comes up with the rebound. Jensen gets it up to Liv Hamlin. Again, a little short on the layup, but Joey's there to put the offensive rebound back in for the Warriors. They extend 44-26. Hamlin with a steal on Stout. This layup is good. Warriors back up 20 and continue to put some of that pressure on in the front court. Oh, almost another steal there. Good anticipation, quick hands. Stout finds Erickson. Good move from Erickson, and that's good. Really I think the Tigers need to do a little more of that, Coach. Find Erickson inside.
Really good penetration right there. Again, don't take it too deep. Jump stop at the free throw line, but you've got options in that situation. Executed well right there.
Kelly Howard a little bit quick, travels up there at the top. Traveling violation turned over to the Tigers. Handful of substitutes back into the game. Jocelyn Olsen, Fet Tapasa coming in for Kaiser and Livy.
This is a critical 2 minutes and 45 seconds for both teams to controlling the lead and chipping away at the lead if you're the Lady Tigers.
Warriors with some pressure in the front court still. Tigers trying to get it across. Maddie Slack at the top. Sets the offense, gets it over to Stout. Screen. Stout uses the screen, penetrates, kicks back out. Reaching foul going to be called against the Warriors. Let's see who this is on right here. That's Joey Jensen, who just picked up her 4th foul. Playing some good defense and giving the Warriors some good minutes, just picking up some fouls that we don't need from her right now. Tigers to inbound, swing it up top to Erickson. Erickson off of the screen, gets it back to Stout. Stout defended by Howard. Around the back, kick out, three-pointer up by Slack. It falls short. She gets her own rebound. And the layup is no good. Coach, that ball's been dancing on the rim for the Tigers tonight.
You know, they've had a bunch of those that just kind of have rimmed off. That was a really good job of her recognizing that her shot was short, so she followed the shot, got to it before the Warriors could, then just put it back up. She needs to get going here, make a free throw, see the ball go through the basket, because I think if they can get some points out of Maddie, I think they might be able to chip away even further.
First free throw's up and no good. Maddie's still looking to get her first points of the evening. Shooting a second free throw. Andalyn Jensen checking into the game for Kelly Howard. Slack's second free throw is good, and she's got her first point of the night.
That could be good for her. See that ball go through the basket.
Jensen to Olsen. Olsen penetrates, kicks it back out. Jensen with good penetration. They're going to get one of the Tigers here on a foul. That is going to be Maddie Slack picking up her first foul of the evening, and that's going to put Joey Jensen to the free throw line for the Warriors.
You know, when Natalie got that ball at the half court, I thought for certain she was going to take it. She looked like it opened up wide. She was going to go shoot a layup. She did a really good job of getting the ball to her teammate Joey. And Joey come off penetrated. Now she finds herself at the free throw line shooting 2 free throws. So good job by Natalie to find an open player in that situation.
It's the leadership Coach Roden is looking for from the junior who's played varsity since she was a freshman. Second free throw is off. Tapasa grabs the board, but stolen away by Wright. Good defense from the Tigers, who are now pushing the action into the front court. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Stout up top. Erickson to Erickson inside. A foul's going to be called as she makes her move to the basket.
You know, I think they might have got the wrong one there. That's going to be on Tapasa, but she had really good defensive position. I think Natalie had reached into the basket, if you will, and had stripped the ball, got part of the arm.
And that's Tapasa picking up her fourth right there on that one. So they're going to bring in Jaster, who also has some foul trouble right now, has 3.
It looks like they're having some confusion down there. Maybe there's 5 on Tapasa. Got the official at the table right now.
Looks like everybody but the official scorekeeper has her for 4, and it looks like they're going with the 4. So things are good.
I believe that is correct.
That's what we have up here in our notes taking it. We have 4. Tigers to inbound the basketball right now. Up screen, cross screen, looking for right on the backside. Pass a little wide. Kicking it out. Ball fake. Jensen on the defense. And there it is. Dancing on the rim again. Not quite falling. Oh, they're gonna grab Sophie Jaster with the foul right there. She's been in less than 10 seconds and picks up that 4th foul of hers. And that's going to put Maddie Slack at the free throw line once again. Shoot a pair of free throws.
You know, you can tell she's a little bit frustrated because she's hit 23-pointers on the season, Maddie has, but hasn't had a good open look in this game. But as these free throws fall and she sets her feet, I think she's doing a good job of adjusting and getting to the basket because the three-point shot's not open. But
second free throw up and off, but she gets her own rebound. Enters the ball to right, defended by Andrews. Andrews with a good wall right there. They're going to call it jump ball. She puts her hand on the top of that, and possession's going to go over to the Warriors. Quickly Roden with 1:28 here in the third quarter, bringing Liv Hamlin back into the game. Andalyn Jensen with a good spurt for the Warriors off of the bench. Tigers with some full court pressure.
like you say, Kaiser did a great job. She got some contact, but stayed straight up through it. Nothing but a jump ball in that situation. Great defensive position.
Warriors break the press without too much of a hassle. Have the ball now, setting up their offense. There's a curl. Jensen kicks it out to Andrews. Andrews up to Hamlin. Hamlin for 3. That's good.
3-4
Smooth.
passes. Penetrate kick, penetrate kick. Even from your big penetrate kick. And that's what got that inside-out situation.
Ball movement has been a thing of beauty for the Warriors tonight. Good penetration from the Tigers just off. Quick outlet from Olsen on the rebound. Warriors have numbers. Hamlin to Jensen. That's a nice dish, and that's 2 more points.
Again, very unselfish, a great pass. Joy with the good layup, but that started on the other end with Natalie getting a rebound on the weak side.
Yeah, and the outlet pass was fantastic right there, which led to a little 3-on-1 break for the Warriors. Tigers looking a little frustrated right now. They're getting some good looks inside, just can't seem to find the bottom, and there's one for Wright. Chloe Wright with an offensive rebound and her first bucket of the evening.
She's played hard tonight. She's done a good job.
She's done a great job off the bench for the Tigers.
Right there.
High ball screen with about 20 seconds left. Hamlin goes in. Good block right there from Slack. Tigers, 10 seconds remain here. Chance for a last shot. Kicks it to the corner. Oh, and they're going to catch old Maddie Slack with some steps right there. Had an open look at a 3 for just a second. Decided to ball fake it, go to the basket, and move those feet a little much.
I think we got bailed out there a little bit, and I think Livy will learn as she goes along. It's about 15, 16 seconds. Get the last shot, maybe in the corner,
right.
Come back out, and here we go.
6 seconds remain here. She kicks it out. Jocelyn Olsen just off. And that'll do it for the third quarter of action. Warriors maintain a 20-point lead. It's 52-32. As we prepare to head into the fourth quarter, we'll take a quick timeout here on Warrior Nation TV. We're back here, Warrior Nation TV. Players breaking their huddles. It's going to be Tiger basketball. Tigers down 20, and now, Coach, it can't be. Let's cut it, to 10. Maybe in the first 4 minutes we want to cut that in half. But Tigers need to be getting some baskets. They need to get them in bunches and in a hurry to catch back up here. There's one of those quick shots, just not falling tonight. Gubler. Warriors, Hamlin with the basketball up in the front court. Hamlin up top to Olsen. Olsen looks to penetrate, puts her head down, goes to the basket. It's short. Slack with the rebound. Slack gets it poked away from behind by Olsen. Slack's gonna pick, Morgan Stout gonna pick up her first foul of the night, trying to stop Liv Hamlin from getting to the basket.
6 fouls on the Warriors and 3 on the Tigers.
Joey Jensen launches a 3, it's no good. Tigers with the rebound. Stout has a little bit of pressure in the front court. Kicks it over to Gubler. Gubler gets into the front court, good ball control. Erickson on the wing. Erickson finds Stout. Stout off the screen from Erickson, gets to the basket, little floater. It's no good. Kaiser battling for that rebound, not quite there, but the ball gets tipped out of bounds by the Tigers. Warrior basketball.
A lot of fight left in the Tigers. I'm not sure 20-point fight, but they're putting up a good effort. And I think coach is doing a good job for the Tigers of saying, you know, we're coaching for the whole season here. We're going to learn some things as we go. Going to have some mistakes along the way. Let's see if we can kind of right the ship a little bit and see what happens.
Warriors with that curl off the backside. Jensen to the basket, no good. Stout with some nice defense right there. Gubler pushing it into the front court, finds Wright, who kicks it out to Slack. She's wide open for the 3, and it's just off. Tigers have been doing a good job getting open looks tonight. The buckets just aren't falling for them.
I thought that might be one that might get her going here.
Good move right there from Erickson, again, just off the rim, and now you've got Liv Hamlin, a little Euro step in the paint, and that's good.
I sound like a broken record, but it was a great rebound on this end to a great outlet and a great move at the basket. But good for Natalie Olsen, and great job by...
Good penetration from the Tigers. Kelly Howard looks like she got her from behind. Gubler trying to get to the basket.
You know, I've watched the Lady Warriors play quite a bit this season, and I think if they would realize how quick their feet really are, they are amazingly quick with their feet. Sometimes they get too handsy, and you get those hands out there, the officials are going to recognize hand slaps. If they'll pull their hands back, move their feet, they're typically in pretty good position, and all of them can do it from their bigs all the way down to the littles, and Coach Roden does a good job of teaching that.
Yeah, and I haven't been to as many games as you have, but my takeaway from what I've seen is just the understanding and anticipation these kids have as such young basketball players for the Warriors actually allows them to be in good position without the reaching.
Hurricane needs to put together a stop, a score, and get some momentum on their side right here. Really good defense again by Chloe Wright. She's done it. She's been a bright spot for Hurricane coming in defensively. Hasn't put up the offensive points, but she's been a force on the inside.
Yeah, Gubler made both her free throws previous to that. Tigers up in the front court, and Gubler gets the first double-digit score here for Hurricane tonight. Three-pointer launched up. Good box out on the backside by Olsen. Jocelyn doing a good job right there. Gets the ball to Hamlin, who's going to slow it up. Warriors going to do a little work on the clock, it looks like, run some of their sets. Until Levin decides to shoot the 3.
Levin says, Coach, work that clock right there. I'm hot, I'm going to shoot it. And it was a good shot. I mean, it was off
That's
of
her second three-pointer of the night. Good defense from Liv Hamlin, just anticipating the pass from Stout. Going right into her, and she gets fouled. Livy Hamlin going to make her first trip to the free throw line this evening.
You know, that looked like a little bit of a frustration in that situation. I don't know when they play again. I think it's 2 or 3 weeks again, and it's going to be over to Hurricane. I think the score is going to be different, but the type of production out of Hurricane is going to be tremendously different, and Snow Canyon's got to be ready for that. We've put them on their heels a little bit tonight.
Yeah, and you're going to be playing this game in another 2 or 3 weeks where now they're going to get to practice a little bit more, and some of these shots that they've been missing will fall. So it'll be a much closer game, I'm sure, when we get there. Like we were talking earlier, both teams pretty evenly matched. Warriors have just had their number tonight. Hamlin makes good on one of the 2. She's got 21 points tonight, leading the way for the Warriors. Nice entry pass. There's Erickson. Oh, just off the rim. Great move again inside. Just can't get the buckets to fall. Warriors clear the glass. Move it into the front court. Gubler on Hamlin right now. Gubler, I think, has done a great job defending Liv Hamlin today when she's been assigned to guard her.
Yeah, it's very fundamental.
Lainey Levitt again for three. No good this time. Rebound, Stout. Stout pushing the action. Hamlin there to slow her down. Stout, left-handed drive. Tries to find right inside. It's deflected.
You know, one other thing the Warriors have, if you look at their reach, their length on their arms is tremendous. I think it's above average in the league.
Warriors moving the ball around, setting some back screens. There's that curl, and Laney's wide open at the basket. 2 more points for Lainey Levitt, who's having a game tonight.
Laney says, Liv, I'll see you too. 21 and 20 respectively for Livy and Laney.
It's been a good outpouring from the two of those tonight, and we expect nothing less from Liv, who's been leading the team so far this year, but to have a compliment like Laney tonight has been a great benefit for the Warriors. Warriors getting some pressure up front, able to bounce the ball off of the Tiger defense so they can throw it in. Host of substitutions coming into the game right now. Warriors with a 26-point lead, 3:33 remaining in the game.
You know, I think both coaches doing a good job right here of recognizing, hey, the game's somewhat at hand. Let's get some kids some opportunity to play in a varsity situation with crowd and varsity action.
Andolyn Jensen in again for the Warriors. Off the bench for the first time tonight, freshman Macy Hoskins. Joey Jensen in, freshman. Sophie Jaster playing the post, junior. And Miss Andrews over here on the wing side, sophomore. So good young group for the Warriors out there doing some work. Sophie Jaster, big-time volleyball player for the Warriors, reaching up for that rebound and gets fouled.
You know, that's the other thing with these kids. Whether they play multi-sports or not, they're good athletes. And coach has done a good job of recognizing what they can do and put them in situations where they can be successful.
Andolyn Jensen shoots a three, no good. Sophie Jaster there on the backside for the rebound. It's the ball to Hoskins. Hoskins dribbles it up. Finds Kaiser Andrews, who swings it through Jensen, over to Jensen. Andolyn Jensen with a runner, no good. Jaster with her third offensive rebound in a row. Joey Jensen with some penetration, has it blocked. Crandall with some good long arms blocking the shot of Jensen right there. Tigers now into the front court. Swing it over to Gubler. Gubler, a little bounce pass into Crandall. Nice block by Jaster. Outlet pass quick again. Macy Hoskins on the run. Hoskins blocked by Slack right there, and then Slack fouls on the loose ball, it looks like.
I think he might have that on the wrong one.
Yeah, I believe he does have that on the wrong one. He called it on a girl who wasn't even close to the play. It's all
going on White.
Oh, there you go. Not sure what the call was right there.
That's not going to make some of the coaches happy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Let's move forward and life goes on.
Tigers moving into the front court now. Gubler rejects the screen from Crandall, kicks it out to Slack. Slack's three-pointer, in and out. Loose ball. Andrews tying up Gubler right there. Possession going to be given to the Warriors on the jump ball, alternate possession.
You know, I know we're supposed to be relatively unbiased, but I've been watching Maddie shoot that. I want so bad for one of those to go in for. She's a good player. She can hit the shot. Just tonight's just not her night, and
it's been that way, it seems like, all night for a lot of the Tigers. They've had good layup looks. They've run some good offense. Shots just haven't been falling right now.
But again, you can tell they're well coached. You can tell they do things well. It's just a matter of, again, seeing the basket go through and getting some momentum, and they'll be okay. The nice thing about what's going on right now with Region 10, some people criticize it, not Region 10, but 4A, is everybody gets to go to the playoffs. And so it gets you a chance to just get the season righted, get some things figured out, and who knows, maybe you make a run at the end.
Yep. Well, both these teams are quite highly ranked in the 4A classification, and they'll both have their opportunities come playoff time for sure. The big hurdle for both of these teams in Region 10 this year is the powerhouse, which we call Desert Hills. And they will be in Warrior Stadium, Warriors Jungle, Thursday this week to take on the Snow Canyon Warriors, which looks like it's going to be a battle of the first and second place teams, barring the conclusion of this one right here.
You know, the tough thing in coming after a game like that, they've been well prepared, came and put a lot of points on the board. It's carrying that momentum into the next game and not having a letdown. Desert Hills is real. They're good. They're long. They've got good players that can put up points. It's going to be a matter of who can execute the best.
Another good block by Crandall right there. Andel and Jensen with a nice move, but those long arms of Crandall up there to swat that attempt. Abigail Stout up top, kicks it out to the corner. New entry right there is Shaylee Monson, sophomore, turned over by the Tigers. Jensen into the front court. We're under a minute left in the game here.
Good job by Macy Hoskins. She has a knack. She has a knowledge of the game and understands where she needs to be.
Oh, nice steal there from the Tigers. That's number 15, Mary Jane Erickson. All the way to the basket. Kaisa Andrews there to stop, but gets called for the foul.
You know, again, that's one of those ones. I think Kaisa's got to sprint to the spot and then get stopped. I think she kind of floated with her, and then tried to get
right.
There. If she'll sprint to that block, it's got to make the number 15 make a different move.
Mary Jane Erickson to the free throw line, puts in her first. It's good. That's her first point of the evening. See if she can make the second one right here. Also one of those substitutes that's come in for the Tigers and done a decent job rebounding for them and making the Warriors work inside the paint. Both free throws are good. 40 ticks left on the clock. Joey Jensen into the front court.
Looks like coach is wanting to burn it, take some time off the clock. It's always tough as a player in this spot because you want to shoot it, you want to get going, but coach has asked him this time to, out of respect for the game, if you will, back it out and burn some time.
Warriors just dribbling around. There's 20 ticks left.
But it is a chance to still utilize some fundamentals by moving the basketball, by dribbling in a good athletic position.
Jensen gets stuck in the paint right there. Good defense from the Tigers. Jump ball. Possession will go over to Herc, and 5 seconds left here in the game.
I think that's one where instinct just took over and she got to the key.
And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Here, Warrior High School. The Lady Warriors of Snow Canyon have defeated the Lady Tigers of Hurricane 60-36 in this region home opener for the Warriors. A great display tonight from the Warriors. We wouldn't have expected less from Liv Hamlin. We'll count up some points right here and let you know how this went. Hamlin ended, it looks like, with 21 points, but her counterpart, Lainey Levitt, what a game from Lainey tonight. She had 13 points in the first half, added 7 more in the second half, and ends with 19 points, which is probably, I would guess, her highest outpouring of the season.
Yeah, you know, and again, she took what the game gave her, and I think Coach did a good job of respecting the fact that she was rolling in certain situations, and he probably played her a little bit more than she normally would get time. And I'll tell you one person, you're going to look at the stat sheet, because a lot of times you just go and you look at the points. Natalie Olson had, what she have, 5 points, a 2 and a 3?
5 in the first and a 3-pointer in the second.
But I'll bet she had 10 or 12 rebounds, and they weren't just rebounds. She got the rebound, she outletted it, which led to points for Lainey and led to points for Livy. And so if they'll rebound, play good defense with their hands up, but great game by the supporting cast as well as the lead actor there.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, you know, I was worried about it early on when Roden called the timeout. We had given up 3 offensive rebounds in a row, and whatever he said, you know, got the ship righted, and our bigs just went to work and ended up rebounding really, really well tonight against the Tigers. So,
and I think Hurricane's got a good program. They're going to come along. They're going to. Coach will do a good job. She's got good staff. They're going to figure a few things out. And guess what? Next time the bucket may go in for them, which was going to create some momentum.
Yeah, and if those buckets go in, it'll be a much tighter contest when we have to head out to Hurricane to play them second round of region. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Join us again tomorrow. Not sure if we'll be on the air. We're going to try. But the Snow Canyon boys are headed out to Hurricane High School to take on the Hurricane Tigers in boys basketball action tomorrow at 7 p.m. And then we're going to be back here for sure Thursday night as the Snow Canyon Lady Warriors host the region-leading Desert Hills Thunder, RPI ranked 3rd in the state. Should be another great game and a good contest for the Warriors.
And I hope the message, I think it's the first day of school, I hope the message gets out to the community and fans come out and make this a really positive environment for both teams. I think it'll be some good basketball.
For sure. Yeah, now that things are hopefully calming down a little bit, we need to get into these gyms. Fun girls to watch, good team to support. Hope to see you all here. Head out to Hurricane tomorrow to support the boys, and we'll see you back here on Warrior TV or in the gym Thursday night as the girls come back to take on Desert Hills Thunder. Nate,
thanks.
Great having you here. We'll see you again Thursday.
We'll be here.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Have a good evening.